So recently I've been having this thing where I'll be on Tumblr and I'll find a quote from a book and therefore I must buy the book. And this has led me to buy like 5 books all because of Tumblr. Okay, that's a lie. I bought 1 book because of Tumblr. And because I bought that 1 book, I thought it would be a good idea to buy another book because of Tumblr. And then after I read the first book I bought from Tumblr, then I bought a couple more books by John Green. And then I found another book, which was by John Green and 2 other authors. So I bought it and read it, and it was really good. So now I'm looking at the other authors, and I keep buying books. I think I have a problem. So since I've started this whole I'm gonna buy a book to read because it looks cool even if I have no idea what it's about, I've read Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. These 2 books, actually I lied, these are for my English class, but I still read them. The Fault in Our Stars, duh. Looking for Alaska, Paper Towns, but Exit Here, which I haven't finished yet. Pride and Prejudice. You know, I wonder why this girl's on the front, because when I picture the main character, Margot, I don't think of this girl. This girl, I don't like her. I don't know, I have this problem with books where the picture on the front is like a character, or can be taken to be a character, even if it's like not. I feel like she's looking at me. You know what bothered me about this? Because I was like, John Green. Like, I didn't know who wrote this book. It was the one I saw the quote, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to buy this book. And therefore, I got it, and I'm like, John Green. Is that the same John Green? Because I'm intelligent. So I flipped to the back. Lo and behold, it is. But directly across, there's these questions. These questions meant for discussion. Some questions for discussion. And it takes out, I don't want to spoil this, but if you have read this, the big middle point event in this book, yeah, it tells me that it's gonna happen right there. So I knew before the book even started, which was kind of depressing, because like the entire time I'm like, I know what's gonna happen, and it's sad, but I don't want it to happen. Maybe it's not gonna happen, but it happened, and it was very, very upsetting that I already knew about it. So if you have this book and it says bonus material inside, you flip to the last few pages and it says, turn the page for a reader's guide to Looking for Alaska. Don't read it until you finish the book. Don't turn to the back cover either. It's a bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. The Fault in Our Stars. What can I say about The Fault in Our Stars? Except it was awesome, and I tore through it like no other. I don't know. I was like reading it in my lounge, and seriously, I sat on the couch in the lounge in my dorm for like a day just reading it. I got some funny looks, but it was good. Okay, these are the first 2 of like a series, but it's kind of a trilogy. And I'm reading them for my English class, but quite frankly, I don't really like them. Like this one, the main character was very arrogant, and I didn't like him at all. Lacked a plot. Oh, this is your life, this is your life. Oh, okay, you're gonna leave. The end. That's the story. In a nutshell. It was not cool. But, I mean, there are people in my class that like I just don't like them. Let It Snow. 3 holiday romances. So when I bought this, I thought it would be like 3 separate stories by these 3 authors that had nothing to do with each other. That's what I was expecting. So I like started reading it and I'm like, oh, this is a cute story. And then I started reading the second one. I'm like, oh my goodness, they're intertwined. And then it was like everything came together and it was all big and happy. And I was like, yeah, I've read this since I've been back at school. I spend my life reading and making YouTube videos. Is that a bad thing? But you know what I love about Pride and Prejudice so far? The back cover. This is what it says. During the decade when Napoleon was transforming Europe, Jane Austen wrote this novel in which the main events are that a man changes his manners and a young lady her mind. I don't know, I just love that. I don't know why. It just, I guess it just like shows that you can still have like the simple things. So, that's my weird thing of the day about Tiffany. I like to buy books I've know nothing about off of Amazon and then become very obsessed with them. Until next time, stay beautiful.